one that got away. It's a phrase usually reserved for the tallest of fish tales, but this story isn't necessarily about a fish. It's more about something that did get away, though. That is until another angler caught a lot of people's attention on social media. Aspen Shumpert cast a light on the rest of this story.
I like to get out here and do something on my own alone and get away from everything else.
For Mike Rotz, the Boise River has been his go-to fishing spot the last 5 years.
It's easy to get to, and then weather isn't that good. You don't have to drive through the mountains, so it's easier.
Mike has been perfecting his technique all his life.
My father taught me how to fish, and then I picked up fly fishing when my brother made me a rod about 30 years ago.
And a faithful companion has been on all of his fishing missions.
I've had the rod for about 18 years, and I've had the reel for about 30. It's a St. Croix 5-weight, and the reel is a Scientific Angler's reel. They don't make them anymore, so I like this one.
On a Wednesday afternoon earlier this month, Mike went to the river as usual.
I just caught a fish a few minutes before, and I threw my line out, and it snagged on something on the other side of the river.
He put his rod down and walked around to the other side of the river to free his rod. When he came back, it appears his rod took a plunge.
I walked up and down the river for a ways, and I just couldn't find it.
He looked for an hour before heading home.
I'm disappointed because I like my rod and I've got an attachment to it. I didn't think I'd ever get it back. I'd given up.
But with a small piece of hope left, he cast a desperate plea to social media.
On Sunday, I went and posted on Facebook a group that I'd lost the rod, and I described it and hoping that somebody might find it.
The Boise River has also lured Derek Hicks and his tackle box.
I love this river. It's got to be one of the best urban fisheries. We've got the greenbelt right here, and so it's easy to just pop along to different spots along the way.
Derek went to the river Friday.
As I'm fishing, I'm always just cleaning up as I go. There's always trash and things to clean up. I was just walking up the river.
Something caught his eye, a fly line wrapped around a boulder.
And as I pulled it in, there was a rod and reel attached to it still, which was a huge surprise. And at first I thought, oh my gosh, I got a new rod and reel. This is amazing.
But a deeper dive showed he needed to find its owner.
I could tell it was an older rod and reel. It's got a reel on there they don't make anymore. And so I just know that this kind of gear can be handed down through families. And so I suspected there's a good chance it might be really meaningful to someone.
Derek had made a post on Instagram that Sunday about what he had found. The same day Mike had made his post.
I thought best case scenario, a few people in Boise might see my video, and maybe in an extreme best case scenario, we might find the owner.
Among hundreds of comments and shares, Jonathan, another guy in the fly fishing community, saw both posts and connected the dots.
And he had a screenshot of Mike's post on Facebook, and it had the description of the rod in there. So I immediately knew it was the right rod.
Derek reached out to Mike, and all three guys met up for a Riverside reunion.
He pulled it out of his car, and he had taken care of it for me, so I really appreciated getting it back. It really made me feel good because I got something back that I thought I'd lost.
I just wanted to do what I would hope someone else would do.
Leaving three guys who were strangers with the same passion, now friends in the same waters.
The fly fishing community is a good group of people here, and it's just proof that there are good people out there.
The three guys have since met up and gone fishing together more than once. Derek and Mike are thankful their social media posts reach the right people like Jonathan. And in a time where social media can be divisive at times, It's used for a positive way in this story.
Some more than others, yeah. That's a good point. All right, thank you very much, Aspen.